You may remember Dan Price, the founder and CEO of Gravity Payments. Back in 2015, he made headlines because he vowed to pay his workers a minimum of $70,000 a year and even slashed his own salary. But now those employees are giving back and making huge sacrifices. Dan is here with us to explain more on how his credit card processing company is trimming costs to prevent layoffs during this coronavirus pandemic. Thanks so much for being with us, Dan. And I got to tell you, this is pretty remarkable. I want to ask you how it feels to know that 98% of your employees voluntarily took a temporary pay cut.
You know, it's very humbling. I started this company because I met a coffee shop owner named Heather, and she was paying way too much money just to get paid by a credit card. And I built the company to try to help small businesses. And to think that now there's 200 people that work here that are willing to put themselves in harm's way to stick up for those small businesses that are suffering right now, that's very humbling and very gratifying.
And speaking to that, talk about the impact of your employees taking these pay cuts, because if they would not have volunteered to do this, what would have happened to your company?
So we were losing, all of a sudden, we lost 55% of our revenue because our revenue is a function of small business revenue. And we were losing $1.5 million a month. We had maybe 3, 4, 5 months to survive before we'd be out. This doesn't get us to break even. We're still losing $500,000, but our employees unifying around this. What also is great is outside of the financial part, a lot of employees have stepped up and said, hey, I want to start a new business line. I want to start a new solution. Because the type of digital advantage that these huge technology companies have over independent small businesses is part of why small businesses are hurt the hardest. So we used to launch 2 or 3 new ideas that would get some of these businesses, and we've launched maybe 5, 6 just in the last few weeks to help businesses be able to cope not only with COVID-19, but to be ready to accept payment, ready to engage in commerce via a cell phone, via text message, via an email, via e-commerce, so that they can keep up with the larger businesses.
That's remarkable. Any advice you would give other businesses during this time?
Fight for those small wins. Think long term. Think about how do you want to be seen after you come out of this. If you can come out of this crisis with your integrity intact, you will be a very rare breed. But for a lot of those small businesses out there, they're just doing everything they can to survive. So fighting for those little small wins. For some businesses, it might mean being able to keep 3 employees instead of 2 employees. So just trying to get every dollar of revenue in and trying to save where you can without hurting your community.
Well, Dan Price, thank you for your help in that fight for so many. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.